Okay, here we go. Are you ready for my version of the DK rap? Here we go. So they're finally here, performing for you. If you know the words, you can join in too. Put your hands together if you wanna clap as we take you through this monkey rap. DK. Donkey Kong. He's the leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's finally back to kick some tail. His coconut gun can fire in spurts. If he shoots ya, it's gonna hurt. He's bigger, faster, and stronger too. He's the first member of the DK crew. DK. Donkey Kong. DK. Donkey Kong is here. This Kong's got style, so listen up, dude. She can shrink in size to suit her mood. She's quick and nimble when she needs to be. She can float through the air and climb up trees. If you choose her, you'll not choose wrong. With a skip and a hop, she's one cool Kong, DK. Donkey Kong, he has no style, he has no grace. This Kong has a funny face. He can handstand when he needs to and stretch his arms out just for you. Inflate himself just like a balloon. This crazy Kong just digs his tune. DK. Donkey Kong. DK. Donkey Kong is here. He's back again, and about time too. And this time, he's in the mood. He can fly real high with his jetpack on, with his pistols out. He's one tough Kong. He'll make you smile when he plays his tune, but gremlins beware, 'cause he's after you. DK. Donkey Kong. Finally, he's here for you. It's the last member of the DK crew. This Kong so strong, it isn't funny. Can make a gremlin cry out for mommy. Can pick up a boulder with relative ease. Makes crushing rocks seem such a breeze. He may move slow, he can jump high, but this Kong's one hell of a guy. Come on, Cricky, take it to the fridge. Walnuts, peanuts, pineapple smells, grapes, melons, oranges, and coconut shells. Oh yeah, walnuts, peanuts, pineapple smells, grapes, melons, oranges, and coconut shells. There we go. So, g'day there, ladies and ladies. Welcome to Donkey Kong 64, one of my favourite games of all time. Definitely in the top 10 of my favourite games. It's a bit of an odd choice. A lot of people hate this game or don't really like it, but it is one of my favourites. And so, hello Space Dog Animations. I don't know if I've seen you before. You might have been here before, but if you're... well, in any case, I'm glad that you're here. So, I hope my controller's all kind of set up, and I hope the sound is good. Let me know if I need to adjust anything. But, we should be good to play. Normally for my streams I do have the YouTube chat on screen, but I didn't really think of a good layout, so I'm just gonna have it visible only to myself, and I guess you guys can see it on your own end, but you won't be able to see your own comments in the video. Do you know? Yes, I know June plays Pokemon. So I'm guessing you're from his channel? You do seem familiar. It's just been a hot minute, you know. Well, welcome, you know. Glad that you decided to stop by for Donkey Kong. Do you have any experience with this game? I love this game. It's so good. Even though I was born after this game, we had an N64 growing up, and this was like one of my, first games I really played. Nope, never heard of it until now. Really? Not even with all the hype around Donkey Kong Bonanza and how it's like, the latest 3D Donkey Kong game for like over 20 years. Interesting. Well, you're in for a treat because this is like one of the best games on the N64 and one of my top 10 games of all time. Now, if you look online, you'll get kind of a mixed bag about this game. People hate it for like kind of the backtracking or the slow pace of it, the many collectibles, that kind of thing. But as someone that's like grown up with this, I don't really see it that way, So, at the moment we're just watching an intro cutscene to kind of explain the plot. Here's the man himself, K. Rool. I bet you've heard of him. I think this is the last game he was actually a villain until, like, recently. Nope. Damn. I guess you don't know too much about Donkey Kong then. Jeez. Never heard of him. But you've heard of Donkey Kong, right? It's alright, this is technically before my time, so I don't blame you for not knowing. But you've heard of Donkey Kong, right? Tell you what though, this game has more voice acting than Pokemon. Unfortunately, we can't skip this cutscene, but it's still good. It's got some cartoonish charm, like with that motor, But yeah, how are you doing, Space Dog? I'm going to assume that means you're doing good. Hope my DK rat wasn't too drying or out of sync. So, there's DK Island in the shape of Donkey Kong. And we've also got Kremling Isle in the shape of K. Rool. Well, maybe not as big. I almost want to say a cat selling a keyboard or something. Okay. So, I love K. Rool because he's actually a villain. Like, you can tell with his voice and his demeanors that he's actually, like, intimidating. And, while this game does have some comedy elements to it, he is, for the most part, just treated as an actual villain. Okay, we should be good. Just testing out the controls a bit. Okay. I can't hear the game, only you. Let me try boosting the volume. Can you hear it now? I have turned it up a bit. It's quiet. Yeah, I can turn it up a bit more. I just don't want like it to drown out my voice. So we just want to try and find a good mix. So let me boost up a bit more. How's that? Is that better? I can hear now. That's good. If you need to boost it anymore, you might need to do it on your end. Because I can do it a little bit more on my end, but I'm a bit worried that the music... I mean, sure, this is a quiet music area because it's DK's home. So we'll go to a different location, and the music will be louder maybe. But we'll see. You know, we can adjust it a bit more if we need to. Squawk! Your precious banana heart and all the other Kongs have vanished. I can't find them anywhere. DK, you'd better go and tell Cranky the bad news. What? Alright. So, this is Donkey Kong 64. It's a bit clunky with the camera, but other than that, we're good to go. This is going to be Donkey Kong's fastest way to get around. So, I hope you like Donkey Kong grunts. So, Cranky is Donkey Kong's father. And in this game, he's... Yeah, I can speed it up. He gives us like abilities. Then you have 89... Yeah, I mean, I'm not too concerned about it. I didn't really advertise this too much. It's more of like whoever's, you know, available can check it out, you know? Yeah, so... I'll just give you a rundown. Basically, Cranky Kong gives us different abilities, but we need to unlock some abilities straight away, and then we gotta buy other abilities later on. It's all about getting you used to controls and stuff, you know? Alright, well I hope you're one of them. I'm guessing that since you found this pretty quickly that you're one of them, so I'm glad that you're enjoying my content. Right, diving. So... Z dive. Yeah, gotcha. This, bonus music I actually have as my, ringtone when people ring me. It's a way to be a bit more intense with it so I can pick it up, you know? And so by doing that training battle, we now have the ability to dive. We could technically have gone into the water and tried to swim, but we wouldn't have been able to. But now that we've done that training battle, we can swim. So these are necessary to do. Yeah, so I believe... Yeah. These are oranges, which act as grenades. All the weaponry in this game are fruit. Or feathers.
Well done!
And so we got oranges as grenades. They're pretty useful. They home in, they bounce around, they explode. Most enemies will die to them, so it's pretty good. Yeah. Here we go. The iconic barrel throwing of Donkey Kong. This is only really useful for the boss battles.
Well done!
But it's good to have. This is the first time I found you on my recommend page since I have subscribed to you. Thank you. Yeah, I do Pokemon theories, I do Let's Plays. When I have more energy, I can do more videos. I was doing more types of videos in the past, but I kind of like lost the energy or got a bit too busy or something.
Well done!
But at the moment I'm still doing the series. The one I did the other day is a Halloween themed one, even though I wasn't intending for that. It was more of a coincidence. Message retracted. Okay. Don't exactly know what happened there. I don't have... Well, I think I got like basic moderation, so I hope you learn. But in any case, we complete the training battles, so now we gain an ability. Simian Slam. This is like a ground pound from Mario 64. So, we now have the ability to ground pound, which means this button with DK's face, we can hit it, and only DK can hit this button because it's got DK's face. So that'll be important for later. At the moment, we've only got one Kong because the other Kongs have been kidnapped, and we've also got no golden bananas. I see. Yep. It's a pretty lengthy N64 game, and people really complained about, like, you know, how much there was to do. But really, you think about it, it was good value for money. You get a lengthy game, a very fun game all throughout, right? You get multiplayer. You've got, oh, you got some multiplayer modes. You've got some arcade games. You got a bunch of boss battles. You got open world to explore-ish. So, there isn't actually too much to do at the moment because everything's kind of locked off. But there is this spot over here. Every other part of the map is kind of sealed off, but this is the only spot that's open, so let's go check it out. So, this is K-Lumsy. All the K-Wings that are named have a pun, so you got K-Rool for cruel, you got K-Lumsy for clumsy, you know. So basically he's like an elite soldier, but he didn't want to be cruel, so he's locked in here. You got a bunch of fractions there. Yeah, so he's in here because he's too kind for the army. And so we're like, yeah, sure, we'll help. Why not? So, every time he stomps around like this, there's going to be another world opened up. Because he's just that strong, I guess, you know?
Oh, banana.
So, our goal, technically, is to... Well, you know, there are many parts to the goal, right? We gotta get our Kongs back, we gotta get our bananas back, kind of thing. But for the most part, we have to get to K-Rool and beat him up. And so we gotta help out K-Lumsy by getting more of the boss keys, which will help us get to different worlds. Now, this is a banana port. Since we've hit the other one over there, we can teleport. But you need to sync up both pairs. Like, you need to actually touch them. So I could go around exploring a little bit to unlock them, but we can probably do that later. banana. Yep. Ready? This is you're gonna be hearing this a lot. It's a pretty cool soundbite. So we just got our first golden banana. So let's go in. This is the lobby of the first world. We can just kind of chill out. This is a tag bell. Here you can switch your Kongs, but we don't have any Kongs to switch into. And every time you enter one of these, your health will be fully restored. It's a pretty handy way to get some health back. There's some basic enemies here, but there's also Big Locker for Blocker. And basically we need a certain amount of golden bananas to enter the world. We only need one at the moment, which is what we have. This is also Wrinkly Kong. Yeah, she died from the last game, I believe. Yeah, since the last game. But she can give us hints about how to find other bananas. For each Kong, she'll give one hint for one banana. It's useful, I guess, if you don't know too much about the game, or if you are struggling with bananas, but I already know how to get pretty much everything, so I don't really need to do that. Alright, we got our one banana, we're good to go. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying it so far. If you have any questions, let me know. Every time we enter a world, we'll get a little intro cutscene. Just to kind of remind us of the plot. This stream, I'm guessing the meaning, is peak. Thank you. I do my best. I hope it's not too awkward on the visuals. Like, I can make it not as wide if you want, or I don't know. But I think this is good enough. Alright, we are in our first world. So, this is a 3D platforming collectathon. So, the idea is that we go around collecting things. Now, each Kong has 5 golden bananas to get in a world. So that's 25 because there's 5 Kongs. There are also these... Oh, I missed that. There are also these cold bananas for each Kong. 100. So 500 bananas total each world. You need to get 75 bananas, cold bananas for each Kong to get a banana medal in each world. You don't have to get all of them. Like, everything I'm saying, you don't need to get everything, but I'm just saying that you can collect them. You can also collect these coins, which are used for shop upgrades. And there's also one blueprint for each Kong, which will lead to a banana, and also will be useful later. Hey, have you heard about this game called... Yes, I have heard of Phoenix Wright. I have the trilogy on Steam, so I could play that at some point. So now we can teleport back to the entrance if we need to. But yeah, I've got the trilogy. It is pretty good. I love the objection, you know? Objection! I got through the first game in the trilogy. I didn't really get too far in the second, so I do mean to get back to it at some point, complete the trilogy. Because it was pretty fun. Okay, so we are still kind of missing some things, but we can... Well, there are also these battle arenas, which I think you need to do a few of them, but you don't need to do too many. Hold it. Yeah, I love it. Hold it. Objection. You know. But we'll go to Funky Kong first. You've heard of Funky Kong, right? Like from Mario Kart or... I don't know. Take that. Yeah, exactly. So, this is Funky Kong. In this game, he's like a gun salesman. So, we're gonna get a gun. But it's not an actual gun, because we're, you know, Nintendo game. We are using a coconut gun. Nope. Damn, you haven't... do you know anything about Donkey Kong, or is this like entirely new to you? You played Smash Bros, you played Mario Kart. So, we now have a gun. We now shoot coconuts. But, let's go ahead and do one of these battle arenas. It's just basically, we've got to survive the time. This one's pretty basic because these are very basic enemies. I say that thing. Okay, you did not see that. I know DK, Diddy Kong, fair enough. We'll rescue Diddy Kong soon. But there are 3 other Kongs. Players. They don't really show up in like any other games. I guess they like show up in like a racing game for the Wii. Maybe camera on there, but for the most part, old one. Yeah, old one's Cranky Kong. Wrinkly Kong was the ghost, and that was Cranky Kong's wife, so technically his mother, I believe. It's a bit weird. It's either their father and mother or grandparents. Yeah, so basically the Kremlings were booing us because we were winning, you know. So, let's swing on over into one of these barrels, get blasted, get this gold banana. And here's Diddy Kong. Well played. Yeah. Thank you. Alright, so to rescue Diddy Kong, we need to hit those switches. Luckily, we have a gun. So, before I do, I'm just going to go down around here, unlock this teleporter. Might be useful. Collect some more bananas. And... there we go. We can now hit those balloons with our gun. Dang, I feel bad for Diddy Kong. Don't worry, we'll rescue him. We're just collecting things. You see a banana? Collect a banana, you know? Monkey brain. Now to get this one... because of Diddy. I getcha. Yeah, it's quite the unfortunate thing. But I imagine the person got the nickname after the monkey. I don't think it was the other way around. For obvious reasons, we probably won't talk too much about it. I don't even know him, I just know that, you know, what people are talking about him. So, the third switch is over here, and then we can rescue our buddy Diddy Kong. Okay, now that my aim up and down is inverted. Yeah, I mean, I could advertise it a bit more, maybe get a few people in, but it's nothing too major at the moment. You know, since you're here, you know, you can be the person I have a conversation with. So, you love, well, yeah, we both love Ace Attorney. I only really played the first game, so I hope I can talk about things in that game, but not get spoiled on the other ones. I hope you played that first one as well. Okay, cool. Yeah, so it has been quite a bit since I played, but some of those cases were actually pretty fun. Like the Von Karma, that guy was pretty interesting. It was a pretty in-depth case. I believe it was like a bonus one, right? I know that they had some kind of bonus case on in the trilogy. Okay. So it makes you get more brain cells. Fair enough. So you see on that tree there's red bananas. We cannot collect them as Donkey Kong. So we're gonna play as Diddy Kong. Diddy Kong's really good at jumping high. You got smart playing Ace Attorney? Yeah, I mean it is pretty interesting. Makes you really think about motives and the evidence and stuff like that, you know? He is very small. But it's not too bad. So yeah, more coins over there. We need to get some coins so that we can get Diddy's peanut popcorns. Let's go ahead and check out around a bit more. I'm not going to 100% this game because that takes a lot of effort. And I've tried it before, but there's a few spots where I got kind of stuck. But we will be doing enough to... Hello. Did you want to say something important? But we will be able to complete it. Hi. Yeah, okay. Like, you're already in chat, so I don't know why I wasted your time. Ah, okay, I get you. You're like, doing a little troll or something. It's alright. We'll go over here. You did confuse me, that's for sure. I thought I might miss something important. So this is a Kisplat, an elite enemy. Just gotta beat him up. We get a boyfriend. It's all good. I'm not too concerned. But they're also color-coded, so I can't get this one. I can't get it. Now, people complain about the color-coded nature of it. It's like, why can't you get them with every Kong kind of thing? But I don't mind it, you know? Sure, it means you gotta do a bit of backtracking or you gotta switch Kongs every now and then, but I don't really see that as a bad thing. While we're here, I might as well get these coins. And then we can do some exploration. So, this is something that we'll need to talk to Cranky to get some help with. A good game makes it difficult, but not too difficult. Yeah, like, you know, people complain about, you know, too many collectibles, you gotta backtrack all the time, but I feel like it's fine, right? If it's good quality and good quantity. And for me, this game is good quality with a lot of quality. Maybe it wouldn't be maybe it would be better if it was a bit different, but I still enjoy it. But you know, like, after this game there wasn't really any other 3D collectathons, because, well, a few reasons. A, there was so much saturation in the market, like everyone was making 3D platformers, so everyone's got kind of tired of it. But also, people, you know, looked at how many collectibles were in this game and were like, nah, that's enough for me, you know, like, it's a Guinness Book World Records of collectibles in a 3D platform, I think. Do you want a remake of this game? That's the thing, right? Like, it would be pretty good. Like, even just like changing up the visuals a bit, I feel like it would be pretty good. And you know, there's a few things that are like changed, but if this game stays in the past, I'm fine with that. You know. So we now got our popcorns. So we can do some things like that. So let's actually go back this way. And then we'll go visit Cranky Kong. Because there's peanut popcorns here. But yeah, I really enjoy this game, so I don't mind the kind of backtracking and doing multiple things multiple times and all that. Like, you know, back in the day, like, this is like, what, 1999, 98? You know? You get like maybe one game a year or something. So if you had this for an entire year, I think that's pretty good value, you know? You get good value for money. It's not like nowadays where you can get a lot of games relatively easy. It's crazy that they... Oh. Your message got rejected. I don't know if you're doing that or if YouTube's doing that. Let's go see Cranky Kong, right? I made a mistake. It's fine, I don't mind if you make mistakes. You can just leave them and then you can just put in another message. But if you are a bit of a perfectionist, I also don't mind. It seems a bit awkward sometimes when I see like, message retracted, you know, like I don't exactly know what's going on with that. If that makes sense. So you can see that we'll have to come back here with Donkey Kong to get more things. Which isn't too bad, you know? It gives us more time to enjoy the world and enjoy the music. So, this is a bit of a laggy spot, given the rain, but we'll go see Cranky Kong, get an ability, lagging, hopefully it's not too bad. You've now got a powerful shoulder barge, yep, so we've got a new kind of movement ability for Diddy Kong. It's not particularly good at actually moving around. It's more for hitting switches. But while we're here, we may as well get Donkey Kong's ability and do some exploration. Yeah, I do apologize for this area. But, in case, well, you probably don't notice too much, because you don't know too much about this game, but this was pushing the N64 to its limits. Like, they needed to, give out the expansion pack, or the memory pack, I think, in order for this game to even run. So, while it is, a overall pretty impressive. It was like pushing the N64 to its limits. And it was like near the end of the life cycle, so... Okay, so that pad that we found before, we can now use it. But you've heard of like Banjo-Kazooie, right? Here we turn into Rambi. You have not heard of Banjo-Kazooie? You are really missing out. Definitely check out the N64 library. So as Rambi, we can hit these huts to only Donkey Kong can be Rambi, and Rambi only really shows. But there is one other thing we can do as Rambi. Unfortunately, we can't collect Donkey Kong bananas as Rambi, which would be a great change in a remaster. Again, let's try that. Can't go any further because it doesn't want us to. Now these portals is basically where the bosses are. We need to get a certain amount of colored bananas to unlock the boss stage, and then we're good to go to the next world. So we can technically do the boss battle now. We just got our first banana medal. Not too bad. There was a balloon around here? Or did I already get that? Well, in any case. So, at any given moment, you can ask for a boss battle and then we'll go to it. But there's still some fun things that are around. Okay, so this one isn't on the timer. We will just go back for some of these bananas and coin. Gonna leave a bit, that's fine. If you want to come back later, we'll still be playing this game. I plan to be playing this for a bit longer, maybe a fair bit longer. So maybe we'll do the boss battle, or I can save it for you. Would you like me to save the boss battle for you for later? I'll be back, that's fine. I might save the boss battle for you, so that you can experience it with me. I'll just be doing other stuff then. If you want. Yeah, I will. Don't worry, have your dinner, come back. But no stress, alright? Just come back if you want. See ya. Hey. This one's on a bit of a timer. Also, if you want to, like, say, eat and watch, that's also fine. I don't mind. Or if you want to look. I wasn't really paying attention where it was. I kind of forget. Okay, cool, it's here. What else? So, there are some cool things I want to do, but I don't want to really do them. Okay, let's... Yeah, let's do it. Some more Diddy coins. And Diddy nanas. Hey. Hit the switch. Enter the, I think, molehill or coal mine or something. I don't exactly know what this is, but we're entering it. There isn't really a reason to go above, so we'll just go in for now. Enter this little bonus room. Never mind, I'm going to get dinner. That's fine. You know, if you want to lurk or even just mute the stream or something, that's fine. I don't mind. Now, here we're going to do some precise platforming as we walk across. It's a bit hard with the camera, but we'll see how we go. And jump to the end. My dad has to make it first. Okay. So, we've now got a banana up there, so next time we go up there, we can get a banana. But you're in for a treat, spaced up, because we're going to be doing a fun little bonus thing. Big banana, exactly. So I don't think there's anything really worth getting around here, but we're going to do something fun soon. So, this gate, luckily we have our Chimpy Charge. And we're going to switch it from high to low. Can't wait for a big banana. There is one of those. So, when we get to it, we'll get to it, okay? Quick, because it won't be slow for too long. I was saying that as a joke. No, there is actually a big banana. You can see that's about to get faster again. And there we go. There is a big banana, but that'll be later. Alright, here we go with a bonus. We're doing the minecart segment. We gotta collect 50 coins. We can steer. We can speed up, slow down. We can jump. And we just gotta watch out for the obstacles. There's also a TNT barrel that's gonna be chasing us, so we can't be too slow. Here we go. So we need 50 coins. Here we go. What I like about this is that this is repeatable. Like, we can come back to this and do it whenever we feel like. We don't get extra rewards, but it's good to do every now and then. 50 times 2. I'm not getting. I'm not getting 100. I think if you perfect it, you can maybe get to around 70 or 80. I forget how to avoid those, but 500 times 3, definitely not doing that. But yeah, we can technically do this whenever we want. There are some mini games that you can only do once, or some little adventure or cool things. But this, you can do it every time you boot up the game. You can tell me you can do it. It's all good. Which is what I really like about it. You know, like, That's a number I can't even counter. But you know, like Mario 64 for example. Oh, we didn't get that. Like Mario 64 for example, you have to like select each star again to do it again. But for this, you don't need to do that because it's all one world. So you can just kind of go back to it whenever you feel like it. On a conquest of your own. There we go. Meteosaurus. Hello there. We just did a minecart section. Don't think there's anything on these trees. Ended with 67. We're expecting a different number. Perhaps. Alright, we spawned this banana here for DK. But we're about to do another little kind of mini game. Meteosaurus, I know that you, I think, played Donkey Kong Bonanza, but have you played Donkey Kong 64? Here we go. So, like in the old Game Boy games, Game Boy Advance games, or the SNES games, or whatever, there are battle stages. Also, DK makes a funny noise whenever he gets blasted. Oh yes, my cousin still has the gross banana. Hey, it's not gross, it's actually really cool. Alright? Like, it's really cool. Like Ocarina of Time had a golden one, you know, and DK64 had a yellow one. I think it's pretty good. But yeah, how did you enjoy this game? I know that this game has a bit of a mixed reception. So, what we can do is we can go back up to that top of the molehill because we put a banana up there. And then we'll do a boss. Because there's not too much else to do around here. Is that going to be here forever? Let's speed it up. And also spawned number 5 here. Okay. Done pretty good. I forget what a Redka spot is. But we can go cash them in, or we can do it later. Maybe we'll do it later. We don't really need it, so do it later. So, now it's time to go to a boss battle. How does that sound, people? We do a boss battle, get another key, go to another world, and do this all again. We're not gonna 100% it, we're just gonna chill. I thought it was alright. I'm a fan of DK and boss battles. Yeah, well, that's fair enough, I guess. But for me, this is one of my top 10 games of all time. So we need to feed bananas to, I believe it's Scoff, so that he can get Trough up there to open the lock. Who's it gonna be? It is DK. It's not randomized, it is scripted. But you get ominous music, which, you know, for, like when you're like 4 or 5 years old, this is terrifying. It does lag it a little bit, but get close, walk in, close behind you, gets dark, pretty scary. Here we go for boss battle. Alright, this is Armadillo. It does lag a little bit because of the rain. But we now toss the barrel into its face. Damage him a bit, and then go around for him for a bit. So, center. If you're not careful and you don't know what you're doing, this can be quite dangerous. But we can use that shockwave to get into the fight. You just gotta push a bit. Grab the barrel. Throw. He's not too hard, but if you're still learning the game, he can be quite difficult. Okay, we got infinite petals. Oh, come on. In Jungle Beat, all you would have to do is throw pineapples. I never played Jungle Beat. That was one of the games. Or was it a DS? I think it was a game, right? There we go. I want his main thing there to be sound like if I was able to do like something with subs or whatever. Kind of thing. But without his cannons, he has ran away because he kind of forgot that he's invincible while he's rolling around, so he could be rolling around forever, but yeah. He's like, nah, cannons are. Yeah, GameCube, for some reason the pineapples explode in Kong Country. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I never had a GameCube. So I know I'm missing out on a few good games on there, but I don't think that sound meant that we've got all 100 bananas for Donkey Kong in this world. So we are pretty much good to go. We'll hand in that boss key, go through a new world, and unlock new Kongs. But that was the first world. It was a bit of a tutorial world. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's only going to get harder from here. I had the most valuable GameCube for like a week before Nintendo realized it was cheaper to make my special one the standard color. Ah, damn, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know too much about the history of the GameCube or anything, so it all kind of goes over my head, but you know, I imagine that it was decent, I guess. It didn't sell too well globally, but from what I've heard it was okay. You know, Smash Melee, Double Dash. Wait, Mario Kart Double Dash. You got Wind Waker, I think Twilight Princess as well. Pokemon Coliseum. Yeah. It's an interesting lineup, but I don't feel too bad about missing it. Alright, we're on to world number 2. So to get there, we're going this way. For what it was supposed to be, it delivered on every level. It just had the PS2 and Xbox to compare with. Yeah, the PlayStation 2 was like really good. It had a lot of bangers on that game, on that console. I had a PS2 growing up. It was definitely a good time. And it also worked as a DVD player. So at some point we just used it as a DVD player. And it was good. Got him back with the Wii though. Yeah, the Wii was yeah, definitely better than the PS3 from what I hear. Didn't have a PS3 but I had a Wii. So these gongs we can use Chimpy's Diddy's Chimpy Charge. So that will be a banana bell for later. I kind of want to start as Donkey Kong, I believe. That was the one thing the Wii liked in my opinion. DVD playability would have made it sell even more. Yeah, that is true. Like, when your console can also work as a DVD player, I feel like not much really compares to it, you know? I mean, the Wii had its own issues with, like, motion controls sometimes, but it was overall pretty good. Yeah, so the boss we just battled is scared of the big boss. That's how you know he's toughy, you know? King Carl Rule. That's not his name. His name is Crusher. Like his actual name is King, well, Crusher Rule or King K Rule. So this is why we're starting as Donkey Kong, because we can hit these switches. Kevin Rule. He's not Kevin or Carl or what's next, Cletus or something. Technically we need the invincibility barrels, but it's kind of an optional ability, so if we're fine with taking a bit of damage. Maybe we need the invincibility barrel. Oh. Let's just shoot him. Yeah, we'll need it for those bananas, I guess. There we go. Little cheeky blueprint. We'll be using the blueprints kind of later. But this is Angry Aztec, the desert world. This makes me want to play Conker so bad. Yeah, Conker's also a pretty good one. But first we gotta see DK's GF. And I tell you what though, Rareware really kind of had a lot of interesting female designs. Between Banjo-Kazooie, Donkey Kong 64 and Conker, you know, there's some good designs there. You got some good old Jazz. She's gonna make us feel real good. She's gonna give us an extra melon. Isn't that nice? But we also get the Bongo Blast. We'll also get one for Diddy. We just need to come back. But this will allow us to activate more switches, like certain kind of switches. But also, we can also do it whenever to kind of destroy all enemies on the screen. Conker's in your top 3. Interesting. Like, I thought it was okay. Some of the controls for the later sections are hard, and that Teddy's section is brutal. But overall, I can see how it's maybe in your top 3. It all kind of depends on your sense of humor and your maturity, I guess. Now, did you play the N64 version or the Xbox remastered version? Okay, so we can now collect the guitar whenever we feel like. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Why can't we? There we go. I was gonna say, why can't we long jump? So. We need a way to go. Is it Diddy Kong we need, or is it Donkey Kong? For those bonus, we definitely need Donkey Kong, but I think for on top of the Llama Temple, well, Llama Cage, we need Diddy Kong! This will open the door, so we can continue. Both, to me, they're interchangeable depending on your take on story, live emulated, and to what it took away. And the original is the original, but the multiplayer 2 in the Xbox version was so fun when I had to play this. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't think there's too many changes from what I've heard. So, the bananas up here. I love this music. The entire music of this game is so good. I don't think the game can be in your top 10 without being able to hum some of the tunes. You know? You need to be able to hum it a little bit. Okay, let's switch to Diddy Kong. But we'll go this way to unlock Cranky, his banana pot. We can just damage sponge it. We got coins, so let's get a new ability. Windy & Co is the soundtrack to my life, and I caught myself singing the Mighty Pirata, yep, I get you. I was about to... I was just thinking of that. I'm great, Mighty Pooh. I don't really have a Sailor Mouth or anything, so I don't really want to sing the rest of it, but... You know, it's interesting. Yeah, and that Windy tune is also pretty catchy. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else in terms of music I remember. Not really, that was like the main things, right? I think Birdie's theme, I kind of remember. Just get out of there. But yeah, but like between the Rareware games, you know, you got some pretty interesting waifus, you know. You know, you got both versions of Gruntilda, you got Berry, you've got Candy, you've got the Banana Fairy and Mermaid in this game. You got that Sunflower and Conker. And that Cave Woman. You know, I'm just saying that, you know, Rareware definitely had some rare women. Good times. Camera and Perfect Dark. I did not actually play those games. Yeah, those were, I think, some of the only Rareware games I didn't play on the N64. Had GoldenEye, had Diddy Kong Racing. Oh, there's also Humba Wumba from Banjo-Tooie. Gotta say, quite the looker. You know, like, Rare really, kind of my eyes to burn, I guess. So, let's go exploring with the jetpack. It's a bit finicky with the controls, but I think OG Killer Instinct as well as End of Viva Pinata. I remember that's a Xbox game or something, but I've only really played the N64 games. So the jetpack controls are a bit finicky. And it uses a resource called Crystal Coconuts. So if you want to be able to fly around a bit, you're going to need to use it. If you can, also shoot. Which is pretty cool. But the main use of it is getting to higher places. So now we can fade that turtle. Now you might be wondering, well, sure we can feed him like coconuts or something, but you get a little bit of a context clue, right? We activated him using Diddy Kong, and we got there using the jetpack. So we go back, use the jetpack, and feed him peanuts, you know? So it's a bit of a kind of contextual puzzle solving. Over here. A few times. He now unlocks that temple, which we can kind of do whenever, but we can also go through this too. It's got a sound when we get through it. So, one more time. Third time's a charm. We've now rescued this vulture. So we can do a race with him. For context, the Mad Lad Todd Howard is 75-4 again, and now the girl needs to fight him. Now the... What? I have no idea what's going on with that, but sounds interesting. But they're doing another release of Fallout 4. Yeah, so if we go to the vulture, again. I think it might be 1,070, so we'll just get some more coconuts. Yeah, it's the same thing they did this game. Damn, they're really greedy. Like, some games really need a remaster or re-release, but hey. It's a bit awkward because these rings are not actually 3D or 2D, but they're always going to be facing it. It's a bit finicky with controls, but this should help hopefully teach you a bit more about it. But yeah, there are games that need to be released, and there are games that don't need to be released. I imagine it's like all the DLC involved with it or something. Like some special edition. Maybe a few bug fixes or extra content. So, there's another banana first. While we're flying around, let's get into this door. In Switch 2 Edition, I'll give them props for that. Wait, is it coming on Switch? Where was this news? I don't think I've heard about it before. Like, where are you hearing this news from? Did they have like a reveal trailer or something, or? Hey, there's enemies. But if I were you, I wouldn't have too high hopes. They had a massive Fallout Day broadcast a few days ago and hyped everyone up for something super special, and it was just a 10-year-old engine. Yeah. Like, you know, they're having Elden Ring on Switch too, but they've kind of delayed that. And I don't know, like Fallout 4's like Bethesda games are notoriously pretty buggy, so I don't have high hopes for it. I mean, like the Switch 1 was already outdated, so Switch 2 might be able to run a 10-year-old game, I guess. But it wouldn't surprise me if it didn't run too well. Let's go back to the Donkey Kong for a bit. I guess. I'm gonna go in here. Another little bonus stage. You also gotta keep in mind the gravity, so sometimes you need to be a little bit over. Instead of a banana, this will do something to the world. So, we rescued the llama. Got a gold banana here. The bugs in Fallout are my favourite part. Collectively, I spend weeks a year just destroying all the Fallout games. I played Fallout as many times as I played Pokemon. Yeah, I guess there's a bit of a charm to the bugginess of it. So I'm just gonna get a drink because my throat's a bit dry at the moment. But do we want to do the Llama Temple or the Alpha Temple first? Because we need to get some new Kongs on our team. I'll let you decide while I get a drink. I'm back in less than a minute. Alright. I am back. New Vegas is the best thing to mod and screw around. Yeah, I haven't really played Fallout games. We'll go into the Lava Temple first. I played a bit of Fallout 3, a bit of New Vegas, but I haven't messed around with anything else. And you know, they got a few like save game issues kind of thing where it like, crashes or something, and it was just kind of tedious, you know. Like the worst thing that can happen is for the game to crash, and you know, it's a game that relies on saving. For this enemy, we need to use a grenade to kill it. Hey. I'll just go exploring a little bit more. I don't think. Oh, yep. That was. I think I know what that is. Yeah, so that'll open that up for you. In this Llama Temple, we have extra pair of banana ports, which are only going to be effective in this area. It's not going to be connected to the outside world. Here, you can hear a banana fairy, but at the moment we cannot access it. And then this was, I believe, that's a... Keeping? Yeah, that's not keeping. Alright. Into the water we go. So, here is our boy Lankyong. So, we now have another Kong to play as. And that was on a journey. You can see that his colour is blue. So we'll come back here to get some more bananas from him later. Don't really think there's anything else to do here at the moment. Yeah, you can definitely see that his colour is blue. So let's play Zombie for a bit. Gotta slap that button. He has some funny sounds. But for now, we need to get some coins so we can get his instrument, gun, and ability. So, I forget exactly where we can get coins from, but we'll just be moving around. There's some coins. So, we may as well get his gun. Yeah, so his gun is a great shooter. Pretty cool. So, let's go. We're going to be doing something that's going to make the entire run a little bit easier. We will be going to the other temple. Right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna rescue Tiny Tom, get enough coins to get one ability, then we're going to leave this world, go talk to the Banana Fairy, and then we can get these Palm Dirts, which will give 5 coins to every cop, which will mean that we don't need to grind as much. Okay. Activate that. I feel like Dude's gonna do something. Can we swing up over there? Gotta check on Shay. Found a few, fair enough. Okay, so there's more yellow. Alright, there's a jetpack here. All good, I'll catch you later. Close enough. If we touch the ground, we're not in the jetpack mode anymore. So I think we go up here. Oh right, it doesn't have a front entrance, it's just got a side entrance here. Alright, this is Tiny Kong. So, we're gonna rescue her as Diddy Kong. Alright, this is another bit of platforming that's a bit harder to the camera, but we'll see how we go. always recommend using backflip. Okay, we're in the monkey temple on the monkey tongues. Yeah, we're gonna do it quickly so that we can get over there and then do a backflip, because if we're doing it while we're moving, we're going to be doing a long jump. So it's a bit... you need to be a little bit quick with it. Right, so let's be a bit quick. Okay, did it. Now we can activate this. Which will put in the sunlight to melt the ice. One temple we had lava, the other temple we have ice. So I was just calculating. The bananas will lead us in the direction we need to go. So we gotta rescue Tiny Kong. I think we gotta kill these guys. No, we gotta hit this. That's right. So, now these letters show up. At least pillars for them. Spell out Kong, and then we get to play as Tiny Kong. She collects purple bananas. Yeah. So, yeah, the idea is that we get 3 coins for Tiny, get her ability to shrink down, then we go to the Banana Fairy, learn the Shockwave while getting the banana camera. Then that will allow us to get those mounds of dirt, which will give 5 Kongs to each character. I know a few locations for them, and so we should be set for the rest of the game. And if you are playing this, I do recommend that, because the early game grind for coins, well, early game search for coins rather, can be a bit tedious, and it also means you don't need to worry about it when you unlock Chunky. So, get these coins, and then we'll hand it over to Cranky. want to search for coins myself. The hidden power TM. At the game. Oh no. At the game corner, damn. I know that in Platinum, you can, if your luck is like really good, get the TM for, I believe, Explosion. Because I googled it, right, and it takes a lot of effort at the game corner to get that. But hidden power TM, like, do you really need that? Hidden power's not really that good, is it? Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to exit level, kinda come back to it. This is like one of the few parts of the game where you kinda need to backtrack. It's definitely worthwhile doing it. Hidden power Ice and Togekiss. Do you know that it's actually Ice type? Like, have you been able to confirm? But also, Togekiss already has like a bunch of good moves available. You go to Move Learner, you go in like Burst Sphere, Air Slash, Ancient Power, and then I guess it's kind of whatever really. So, Banana Fairy. This is a good place to get some crystal coconuts if you need it. So, we are very tiny Kong. The guy at the game corner tells you it's super helpful right before you see the price. That's... But does he actually tell you what type of Pokemon would like? So basically, the Banana Fairies are an extra collectible. They're kind of optional. You need like a few of them, I think. But for the most part, they help you increase the maximum supply of your resources. Just so you know that. Okay. Yeah, is Hidden Power in that gen like a variable power as well? We can now take photos. It's a bit laggy, but damn. Anyway, that's enough of that. We got some coins yet. So. There is one this way. These coins will be very useful because 5 coins for every Kong means that we don't need to worry about collecting coins again. We can just casually pick them up rather than needing to go out of the way for it. I guess it's 3 coins against DK. But with this, we don't need to worry about these. Because, believe it or not, you don't need to get too many coins in this game. Like, with all the upgrades and stuff, right? By the end of the game, you can have well over 100 coins. So, you don't need that many coins. I know that people go, oh, but, you know, it's a collectible, you have to get it. It's like, you don't have to get it. A lot of this game, you don't actually need to collect. You need 100 out of like 200 golden bananas to get to the final world, right? So there's a lot of flexibility in what you can go for. You don't need all the banana medals. You only need 15. And if you really want to be technical about it, you only really need to worry about collecting 10. Which you're probably going to be doing anyway as you progress, because some of the banana total is relatively high. So, you're probably going to be fine on the banana metal front anyway. The blueprints are technically optional. In the final world, they'll give you extra time. Say banana pull-up. Yeah, they'll give you extra time, but technically you don't need them. So there isn't too much you really need to be concerned about in terms of collectibles. There's a lot of flexibility with it. So anyone that says there's too many collectibles, I mean, sure to 100% it, but to just beat the game, you don't need that many. It's relatively straightforward. Yes, we can get her instrument as well, because we got coins now. So, Tiny gets a saxophone, Lanky will get a trombone. It's always the same people who make issue quoting in My Odyssey as well. I know, right? And I was about to say, like, with My Odyssey. Like, the golden bananas in this game are more impactful than the moons in My Odyssey. Because, like, in My Odyssey, all you gotta do is, like, grandparents on occasions, or whatever. I didn't really play it, I only played it a little bit, because it was, like, my brother's game, you know? But from what I've kind of seen, it seems relatively easy to get each moon, because there's a lot of them. But here there's not as many, but they're a bit more involved or fun to kind of collect. Like, you need to do a puzzle or a minigame or something. You know, like, they're a bit more impactful. So, before we really start heading out, we may as well get the other upgrades. So, we're going to need Lanky's cranky ability. And then we're going to need to get both their guns. Well, we already got one of these guns, so we need to get Tiny's gun. But you can see we have plenty of coins to spare now. We don't need to worry about it. So it was a little bit of a backtrack, but it's definitely worth it because we basically don't need to worry about coins ever again. Now, as Lanky, we get a unique ability where we can walk on our hands. It allows us to walk up steeper slopes. I'm just trying to think, did I get Donkey Kong's ability or did I skip him? I might have forgot. We'll just double check. There we go. It's a little bit handy, you know. But yeah, I got like 30 coins for DK, so we're fine, you know. We don't need to worry about it at all. So, we still need to get Tiny's gun, and then that's all the upgrades we can get for now. Then we're good to continue exploring. So Tiny's the only one that doesn't shoot any kind of fruit. She shoots feathers with a crossbow. Pretty handy. Alright. We are now fully kitted out, so we're good to explore. So, what do we want to do first? There's a lot we can do first. I don't mind. And again, we don't need to do everything. So whenever we feel like it, we can head towards getting out of here. But let's do this section over here. So I believe we need to do one. We're going to be doing the beetle race. I know you know what that means, Media Sims. Also, I didn't put a thumbnail on the stream, which hopefully means that it just randomly updates as we go along. And does anyone know if that's the case, or if it's or if I need to actually put some black screen or something? See, we're not really caring too much about the banana mail because we're just like going around collecting whatever. It's more of a happy little coincidence. So like, you don't actively need to worry about collecting banana mails. And we've already established that we don't need to worry about coins anymore. So the only real collectibles you need to worry about are the coloured bananas. But I think you have to do it before or after the stream. So is it a black screen or something at the moment? Like the thumbnail. I guess I can create like a thumbnail for it later. So I forget if I need to. What do I need to do to get the pad? I think I need to go on top of the city. Maybe let's just do profile pick on a black bracket. Okay, I thought it would be like randomly updating as we go along. I need to try and figure that out. But I will change up the thumbnail for later, and then next time, hopefully I can figure it out. So let's go here, change this to Diddycon, and then jump back around the thing. Okay. Yes. So yeah, I thought it would be just randomly updating it. Anyone know how to do that? Yeah, so we're gonna get this banana, which will create a pad there for the tiny one. Come back as Tiny and go into it. here we go with one of the most infamous challenges in the game. Violent Dixie screams. Fair enough. I'm also just realizing there's a little bit of the emulation issue with that Squawk segment, but it's alright. Alright. So, a lot of people hate this, and I guess for good reason. It is kind of difficult. But what you gotta do is focus on getting some distance first, and then getting points. Just gotta be careful with your steering. Because there are times when you need to be slow, and so getting a good lead by pushing forwards is kind of key. All about knowing when to be fast and when to be slow. Like, I'd rather be fast and miss a few coins than slow and get hit. Because if you're too fast, you do something like that and you fall off. But that was a pretty good first attempt. A lead. This is Rainbow Race from Bonanza. I never played Bonanza, but I haven't played it yet. If I get a Switch 2, I'll definitely get Bonanza, but if it's something like this, then that's pretty cool. But I didn't know that Rambi was in the game. Do you race him, or do you race as him? Kind of in the middle of the race, so I can't really read your comments. We're just catching up. Slow. Exactly the same for some reason. Interesting. Is that one turn? I'm too concerned about speed. I gotta slow it down a bit. Diddy? Okay. Someone about racing Diddy. Can't quite read all of it. No! That's not good. We should be able to do it if we're skilled enough. Hopefully we need 50 coins. As long as we don't get hit, we might be able to do it. Where the big can easily catch up. It's a big concern, but I gotta be more concerned about my own speed. Okay. Now we just run. And wow, Beetle was nowhere in sight. Alright. He actually raced Diddy and Dixie on a Rambi and had to bait them to win the challenge. Fair enough. Usually the Beetles are kind of there at the end, running beside you, and if he does do that, you can attack him to slow him down. It's a bit of a scummy move, but it does the job. Alright. Let's play Monkey for a bit. Get some bananas. Yeah, so the only collectibles you really need to worry about are golden bananas, which aren't too bad because there's a lot of them. Even like the early game, the first 2 levels, if you backtrack before the Kongs, you can easily get 50 bananas there. You know? And colored bananas, which are usually in pretty telegraphed spots. So... like, each of the Kongs in this section have their own golden banana, and possibly some more colored bananas. So it's a good way to get what you need. I guess we'll come back here to the Kong. Maybe. It's only a few bananas, so it's not necessary. But you know, that's already 50 bananas. And we still gotta get in, you know? We'll get those bananas on the outside. When we get there. So you can hear the chime of the banana fairy. There we go. Caught one. You can only capture it in banana film with the camera, but each banana fairy will give us an extra one crystal coconut, and I believe I run also oranges as well, question mark. But it's just good for maxing out your stats or your resources. Also, collecting banana fairies allows for bonus features in the game. So you can get things like cheat codes, well, not cheat codes, but you can apply cheats, you can do boss battle rematches, you can unlock bonus stages of like On Guard and Enemy. You can also get Crusher in multiplayer, which is like a bonus character. So there are reasons to collect the figures. But we might not make it. Hey, tactical maneuver. I tried to jump. But whatever, we got time. I thought it was gonna be like an instant one shot, but weak sniper. So anyone that really complains about the too many collectibles, honestly, it's not that bad. It's only a problem if you like got like a need to complete games 100%. But that's not exactly a common thing. If you're playing this casually, it's a lot more enjoyable. So now we'll go in here as Zombie Kong. You know, like, it is a bit of a grind with, like, you know, going back here and switching out your Kong and all that, but I'm enjoying the game while I'm doing that, so it's not too bad. It's not, if I wasn't enjoying it, it would be more annoying. But since I'm enjoying it, I don't mind. But you know, typically like where you are getting the golden bananas from the Kongs, you are also getting more coins or colored bananas. So it all kind of works out. You know, it's not like scattered like randomly. It may feel like it sometimes, but it is pretty much in segments. Alright, here we go with our first bonus battle.
Welcome to bonus stage.
This one can be annoying, but not too bad. Because you know, it always spawns down here. See, a spawn camp. If it spawned randomly, it would be a bit harder. Sure. But when it's like that, it's not hard. It would be great if this was like a little bit faster than regular walking, but can't complain too much. You know, if there's ever a remaster, I'll see about getting it, but this is still pretty good. Don't know how much of Angry Aztec I really want to do. What else is fun? Like, there's definitely a few things I can do. But I'm also fine to just go to the boss battle and if I really need to come back here again. Get some more bananas. Like, we don't need these coins, but not too bad again. Like, I could go into the Llama Temple a bit more, but I think for the most part we're good to go. We don't need to do everything, that's the thing, so we'll just head out. We don't need 120, and we definitely got more than that. We'll probably end the stream after we unlock the next world. Like, there was one time when I tried to 100% it as I was going through, right? And I did pretty good. Up until the final traditional world, like Creepy Castle. And the only reason I wasn't able to complete that was because of Beaver Bother. There was Beaver Bother in Frantic Factory as well, but it wasn't as bad. But you get 2 Beaver Bother in Creepy Castle and it's a nightmare. Alright. A dragonfly, if you will. Feel like a kid. I think this is the mama. Because he battled this guy again, but it's different. So I feel like this is the mama and then he battles the mama. But if it is the same guy, that's also interesting. But this is Dogadon. Pro tip, you can, if you line up well, you can use the barrel as a it is a bit easy with Army Duo, but a few times. You can see that it's doing some damage. Combine with these for another. It is pretty similar to Armadillo in that it's very those finals happen. But not too bad. Pretty simple, but not bad. The rematch is harder though. Got some more annoying attacks, but we don't really need to be here anymore. We can get more gold bananas, or we don't need to get any more colored bananas really, except for banana medals, but I feel like we're good to go. Also, the 25 golden bananas and the 100 golden bananas, or 500 golden bananas, is all worlds, so that first world we can go back as Lunky and Tiny and do more stuff there. But maybe we'll do that if we need more golden bananas. Take this banana port over here and unlock the next world. So, we are now able to go up on that platform and into that door. We are also able to go underwater. So technically we have two options for our next world, but there is a logical order to it. So we'll go back to DKR and then kind of end the stream. So, I would like to thank everyone for watching. This is one of my favourite games and I will be continuing it next week. We'll be going through Frantic Factory and hopefully Gloomy Galleon to kind of see how we go with it. And yeah, we are not 100%ing it, we're just casually enjoying it, having a chill time and chatting along the way. I'll try to figure out stuff with the thumbnail, but at least for now, I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you later.